Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought I would do a quick video here showing the two different Gasters 55 Bel Air. This is the common one. This is the one you're gonna find on the main line. Of course, I already did a wheel swap on this one. This one was a pop culture one, metal base. This one is still original. I'm not gonna open that one because I have this one over here. The only difference is the metal base. So this one, you can see the first thing that you can notice is here. This is RLC exclusive casting. This is the main line. You see that on this one the post is behind the wheels, and on this one it's in the front. I don't know exactly when was the first one they did like this. I know the Flying Tigers was like this. I don't know if that one was the first. If somebody knows, can you please leave a comment below? Running 256 screws on both. Check it out. You can see that this part here, the front, is different, where that little tank goes. And also, one of the biggest difference is on the new one, the bumper is part of the chassis or the base, where the mainline one, the bumper is part of the interiors. See? Let's compare. So the engine looks to be the same. The grill appears to be the same. This one has colored headers, but that's because it's a more expensive model. The interiors, the seats, they're different. The design is different, but they have about the same length. This back part here is different, and over here you see those two little holes. That's for the glass. It clips in there. Also, because of that post behind the axle, you have this little notch there to fit the post. So this is the mainline glass, and it does not fit. It doesn't even go in. I tried it before. Try to force it, and it seems like this part here is a little bit smaller. Let's try the new glass on the old casting. Look, you can see the roof is different. See? To the bare eye, it doesn't seem so. but it is different. It's very different. So the glass is different, the interior is different, and basically this part here in the front where the tank goes is different. The mainline base seems to be working, but I don't know why would you want to do this. Somebody might try to do this to replicate a more expensive, but then you will have to buy one with the proper base. You will have to cut this part here, the front post. I have an old video where I show you how to create your own styrene base to lower your car. The engine is from a 67 Pontiac Firebird. Could have sworn I had like 50 of these just you know, when they came out. I bought them for the engine, but I was only able to find one. So I'm gonna show you a little trick. Check it out. So these are aluminum bases. They are made by Extreme One on Instagram. I'll put his handle here on the screen, and the link down below in the description. So let me give you the rundown. These are not things that you're just gonna install. You do have to do a little bit of work to get them to fit. I'm gonna show you what I did on both cars. So on this one, on the main line, I did have to sand down, as you can see, the base, the interior is quite a bit here on the side. And I also had to, using the Dremel, cut this little groove here. Get the camera to focus. There it is. But that's only because these monoblocks, they're kind of big. If you use a lower profile tire, you probably won't have to do that. You see that's his logo right there. I use Gorilla Glue here because if I need to rip it off, it'll come right off. I also did with one of my files, I sanded down the groove to make it a little bit deeper. That way I did not have to grind down this part anymore. And he provides these screws. I've never seen in all the years that I've been customizing, never seen these type of screws. As you can see, they are about double the girth of a 256. Found that weird, so I asked him, and he told me they are 440 screws, and you need to use a 3/32 drill tap. Of course, I'm not. I don't want to buy new tools, and I prefer to use my 256 screws. But let me show you this one. I haven't modified this one yet. See, the hole is too big for the 256. Right now it's not going through, but the moment you apply any pressure, it's gonna go through. Hopefully I won't have to do that. Look at this one. See? It just when you start tightening it down, it'll go through. So what I had to do was have a stepped drill bit. Make the hole a little bit bigger, that way I can use 256 screws. And if you want to buy any of these bases, he told me that if you ask him, what he'll just drill a small hole, and then using your normal 9/64 drill bit, you could just make the hole a little bit bigger. That way the 256 screw, it'll work perfectly and it will not stick out. It'll sit flush with the base. That's another thing. Or you could use the drill sizes that I just told you. Let me see if I could get lucky with this one, and then I don't have to modify the base anymore. Oh yes, you can see this one, the hole probably was a little bit smaller, but if I force it, it'll eventually go through. Let me show you this one. On this one, I also had to sand down the interior here. As you can see, I also had to grind down this area right here. You also, on both, using a cutting disc, clear out this area. But like I said, I have to do all this because these are kind of chunky tires. And I also had to clean up a bit here because I'm pretty sure that my car here maybe has a little bit more metal. So you either sand here or sand the base. So I decided to sand the base. Also cleaned up a little bit, as you can see here on the side, because it was kind of tight. See, now it's still tight, but I don't have to apply that much pressure. But they do look fantastic. Way different from the one I did back in the days out of styrene. Of course, this is cheaper, but this looks a lot more professional, at least I think. So that's gonna be it. Before we go, check this out. You see, this one went all the way through. Barely applied any pressure, but you do have to apply some kind of pressure to seal the back here. So we got a treatment. We got to do the treatment. Give me a minute. .256 washer. Just remember that, just like all the other videos, you can find a link down below. I still have to go deeper. The base is aluminum, so it really doesn't take a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a better tool to do this, but I don't want to buy a new tool. Zoom it a little bit more. I don't want to be too rough because I don't want to take a chance for the drill bit to go through all the way, because then I'm really screwed. So the one in the front, it's almost there. I want the screw to be even with the base. Push the other car. Something like this. Not completely even, but yeah, right here is good. So the one in the front is perfect. One in the back just needed a little bit more. Yep, that's good. Clean this up a little bit. Now we're talking. Need another washer. Boom. Now it's a pretty. Now I'll show you the pictures.